thought, right, I was gonna meet these handsome men on the planes and they'll just see me and then like they'll smile, give me a little wink, let me know they're interested. We have a conversation and they want my number. They want to take me on a date. I thought that was going to be my vibe. Or I was like, you know what? I'm going to be doing these layovers in all these different cities. And so like, I'll be out and about on my layover and I'll like bump into a cute guy and we'll chit chat. And yeah, that's what I thought. Share that feeling of love. I wanna beautiful people, hope you're doing well as per usual. It's been quite some time since I've done like a sit down and talk video with you guys, but I felt like this is the moment to do this. And y'all, this is dedication because it is now like it's after 10 p.m. and I was like, you know what, my makeup still looks good, my hair still looks good, I'm gonna film this video because I've been wanting to do this video for some time now. I just haven't had the opportunity. For those of you who don't know, my name is Naija and I am a main airline flight attendant, excuse me. We got like a little bit of sleepy brain going on. But I am excited. So as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to talk about what dating as a flight attendant is like, what I thought it was going to be like versus what it's actually like, the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm just going to give you guys the truth, okay? Because I've been a flight attendant now for like 4 months and I've been dating during this time and I thought, why not spill my own tea, because it's actually quite interesting. It's really interesting how everything has played out. So let's just jump right into it. Time to spill some tea. So I thought I'd start off with talking about what I thought dating as a flight attendant was gonna be like. So basically, it's probably what you all thought, because some people ask me this question all the time. Do you meet people on the plane, this, that, and the other? Well, listen, I thought, right, I was gonna meet these handsome men on the planes and they'll just see me and then like they'll smile, give me a little wink, let me know they're interested. We have a conversation and they want my number. They want to take me on a date. I thought that was going to be my vibe. Or I was like, you know what? I'm going to be doing these layovers in all these different cities. And so like, I'll be out and about on my layover and I'll like bump into a cute guy and we'll chit chat. And yeah, that's what I thought. I was like imagining that I was gonna live in like this movie type of life. Like that was it. I was gonna start a movie and it was gonna be me dating all these different guys in different states, like getting to know all these different men, and then I have the option to choose which one I like. And I was like, it doesn't matter where he lives because I could fly out to them, That's what I thought it was gonna be like, okay? You guys, that did not happen. That has yet to happen. The one time someone tried to give me their number on the plane, I was thoroughly not interested. And let me tell you guys something. This was his opening line to me. We're in flight, gets to 10,000 feet. He comes up and he goes, "Can I kidnap you?" Excuse me, can you what? Can I kidnap you? Y'all. I don't know who has been teaching these men these lines, but they need a refund, because what is that? Can I kidnap you? What? Mind blown. I don't get it. But yeah, he was an older guy. I was not interested. I will say this though. When I fly south, like when I flew to South Carolina, when I flew to Nashville, oh my God, when I flew to Nashville, I didn't have a layover, but that flight told me everything I needed to know, which was basically I need to go to Nashville. Okay, I'm gonna throw that out there. And I've been wanting to go to Nashville, so now I have to make it happen. So y'all be on the lookout for a Nashville vlog because it is coming. So the reality of it is I do still use dating apps because I'm not meeting anyone on a plane. It's not happening. Also, when I get to layovers, I'm too tired. Like I'll work all the way up to like midnight, and then we get to the hotel, and then by the time you check in and then you shower and then you know, get yourself all unsettled and whatever, it's late. It's like after 2 a.m. I want to go to sleep. I go to sleep, and then the next day I want to sleep in a bit, and then by the time I have to get up to start getting like it's time to start getting ready, I don't have time for that. Okay, I haven't had a super long layover yet to where I can go out and like explore, you know, more than just what's near the hotel. One day though. But yeah, so that's why I'm not meeting anyone on these layovers. Now, when it comes to the dating apps, it's fine, but listen, I have put that I'm a flight attendant, and this is always the opening line for some of these men. Where in the world are you today? Like, where are you? I hope you're at work asking me where, like, I'm sorry. I'm kidding, you guys, but honestly, like, it's just getting annoying now. Like, at first I thought it was funny, but then I realized every single guy has asked that, and I'm just like, why? Especially like, this is where it kills me, you guys. The dating apps where it tells you where you are. It says your location. It says what state you're in. So why are you asking me where am I? It clearly says, like, first of all, that just tells me you ain't even read my whole profile. So it's like, if you're not gonna take the time to look through my profile, like, I don't have time for you. Because, like, you know, I put effort into it, okay? I strategically picked my pictures. I strategically created that bio. Like, what is going on? So I have actually met some decent guys. I will say this, I don't think I have had any bad experience since being a flight attendant dating wise. I don't have any bad stories. I haven't met anyone that was sketchy. I haven't met anyone that just gave off super bad negative vibes. Like, thank goodness, okay? In the past I have, you know what I mean? But talking specifically about, you know, since I became a flight attendant, I haven't had that. I also get a lot of, oh, where are we traveling to? Where are we going to? And I think also because people know I'm a flight attendant, they always want to talk about travel. Now, yes, I love talking about travel. I love to travel, obviously. And talking about where I want to go is nice. But I also would like to talk about other stuff. I don't even have it in my profile anymore. Like, what's the prompt, like, on Bumble? This year, I really want to ... And it'll be travel. And it's, like, a lot of people will put travel. I don't even have, like, no. Like, when your career revolves around you traveling, you kind of want to talk about some other stuff sometimes. I will admit that I met one person so far that scratched that. 2 people, but really one person. I'll get into why. I met one person that was really, like, I thought it was gonna do well. It's gonna go somewhere. We're gonna thrive, honey, like thrive. As you guys know, and if you don't know, I am based in Boston, so I did meet this person in Boston. Also, because I was based in Boston and spent more time in Boston than I did in New York, I was looking to date in Boston because I just thought it was gonna be easier. Okay? And for a lot of reasons, it should have been, but also for a lot of reasons, it has not been, and we'll get to that. But like I said, I met someone, and like, this person kind of like was able to deal with the hecticness of my schedule, which I will get into that. And it was great because they had a job that was similar work hours wise, so they knew what it was like. And I think that's a really important factor when it comes to your career. If you have a career where your hours are all over the place, you don't do a typical 9 to 5. Sometimes it's 9 to 5, sometimes it's overnight, sometimes it's like 4 a.m., you know, instead of 9 a.m., you know, like, it's just, it varies. So I think that's really important to, like, be able to date someone that either has a similar work schedule or is understanding, and is actually understanding, and doesn't just say they're understanding, but is actually understanding, because I did deal with that as well. People will be like, oh my god, yeah, I get it, I totally get it. And then it's like, oh, I want to plan a date and I can't plan a date. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, either you get it or you don't. You know, don't like try to test it out on me. Like say, oh yeah, I get it, and then in your head you're like, oh, I don't really get it, but let me just see how bad can it be. Like no, let's not play that game. You either get it or you don't, and that's my opinion. That's like, if you're talking to me personally, that's how you gotta be. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I thought the person did get it, and for a while, that like that's how it seemed, and everything was good, meshed really well, clicked very well, and then you tell me, guys, because I don't know. Let's dive in a little bit to the hecticness of the job, okay? So I'm gonna do a totally separate video, or it won't be its own video, but it'll be within one of the vlogs where I do explain what life on reserve is like. I'm not gonna do that in this video because let me tell you, the amount I can talk is, let's just save it for another video, okay? But to put it in the simplest terms, I am on call as a new flight attendant, and so they give me a block of time. They can call me anywhere between that time. I can do whatever I want in that block of time. Like if I'm on at home reserve, I don't have to be at the airport. I can do whatever. However, if they call me, I have to drop everything and get ready for my flight and go within a certain time frame. When I first started this job, I was not doing nothing while I was on call, okay? I was terrified. One, I didn't know Boston. I didn't know how long it took to get from here to there to there to there. Like I didn't really know how to navigate places yet. So I was like, I don't think I can like go out and do stuff and then make it back to the place I was staying at the time to like get ready for work and then grab my stuff and then go to work. Like, you know what I mean? And then it's like, if I were to go on a date, I would literally have to bring my stuff with me on the date just in case I get called. That way I can just drive straight to the airport afterward. Let me tell you, just imagine that you're going on a date and you're showing up with like your suitcase and like work bag. Like what? Like it's the first date, you moving in already? Like what's going on? But then it also puts you on edge if you're on that date, because it's like, you know, at any moment your phone's gonna ring. And I literally would have my phone on loud, but I also wore my Apple Watch as well, and I'm like always looking at my watch, always looking at my phone, just making sure I didn't miss anything, because sometimes it's not a phone call, sometimes it's just a change on your work schedule and you get a little notification and that's it. It's not a ring 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 phone call, it's a so it's like you always have to like zone in, and it's so annoying because then it's like, how are you supposed to enjoy the date if that's what you're thinking about? And how are you supposed to enjoy the date if you're always looking on your phone? And to the other person it might seem rude. Like it was fun like swiping and like matching with people and like having those conversations, but then when it was like time to actually meet up, it wasn't that I didn't want to meet up, it was then now the days I could meet, they're not free, right? And they're free the days I'm on reserve, but then like I don't want to risk going out because I'm on reserve, like, you know what I mean, you guys? And so it's like, now let's rewind back to the person I said I did meet. He was cool with it, okay? He was cool. I actually did hang out with him a few times while I was on reserve, and it was fine, you know? We had that understanding, like he'll drop me off at the airport if anything, like it wasn't a big deal, you know? And so you have to find that person that's gonna be okay with that. And then also you yourself, you have to know you're with someone that's reliable. Now, for a first date, like I just wouldn't want to do a first date while I'm on reserve and risk it. But if it's someone I've been dating for a little bit, now I have that trust in them. I know they show up on time. I know they're reliable. So if that did happen, I know I'll be able to, you know, get to the airport no problem. I'd say that now I'm definitely starting to find my groove a lot more with how work works. It definitely can be stressful if you let it, in the sense of trying to balance work life with dating life, because it definitely was for me. And then I tried to just be like, I'm not gonna do it because let me just focus on the job. But listen, I get bored and I'm just like, and that's not to say I date because I'm bored. I'm not. That's not why I date. You know, I date for the real reasons. Like, you know, you want to meet someone that you connect with, build that bond with. That's really why. But it's hard, you guys. It's so hard. Like, you already have to deal with, you know, I'm gonna talk about the men because I date men. You know, the men that are like, yeah, I want this, I want that, I want a vibe. First of all, don't come at me with the, if I go, what are you looking for? I want a vibe. Don't, that's a no-go for me. Red flag. What I want a vibe. Can you elaborate? Can you give me detail? Like, we are adults. I need like full sentences. I need you to like speak in depth. I don't need to like decode what you really mean. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, let's be for real. So, yeah, you already have to deal with that stuff, and then like having to like put that on top of, you know, your job, because like I said, the whole dating while on reserve thing. But then more so than just that, if I get called for a trip, I'm gone for 3 or 4 days. I need to know that you're okay with not seeing me for 3 or 4 days. I need to know that you're okay with the possibility that you might not hear from me that much within that time frame. Because what I can do is, yeah, when I get to, you know, my final destination of my layover, I can give you a call. We can FaceTime. That's no problem. You know, if I'm really sleepy, I'll still do it, you know, just to like talk to you real quick about my day, about your day, and, you know, let you know where I'm at and that I'm safe, and bada boom, bada bang, I'll go to sleep, you know. But for some people, that communication, like, they might have a problem with not being able to like get an answer from you when they want an answer from you. And it's like, well, sweetheart, I gotta work. I don't know what to tell you. Besides, I gotta work. You know, I gotta do what I gotta do. I got bills to be paid. So you definitely, I feel like have to be a lot more picky dating in this career. You just have to. You also have to be on the lookout for the people that just want to use you for travel benefits. Now, sweetheart, like, I know that I might seem very like la la land, lovey-dovey, because I am lovey-dovey. Not really, I mean, I could fall into la la land sometimes, I'll be honest, but I will never give someone my work benefits that I don't know. You're joking. Like, the day a man becomes my travel companion, and I put them as my travel companion for work, is the day I have a ring on my finger, honey, because not even a boyfriend's getting that. I'm sorry, not sorry. A boyfriend can get like travel pass, like buddy passes here and there, but you're not going on my companion list. Like, that's no, because men play too many games. Y'all play too much, okay? Y'all play too much. And I really have to deal with, you know, some customers I have to deal with on the plane. I don't need to deal, you know, with the men then too, okay? Like, it's just, let's keep that separate. If I have to deal with those types of people, like, you know, on the plane, I want to be able to, like, after work, talk to you, vent to you about it, you know, not have to deal with you. I feel like this was a really fast video, or I just talked really fast and talked a lot. But either way, I feel like kind of, I just needed to vent, you know. I vent to my girls, my flight attendant girls, Khadija, Michigan, like they know. We always talk about the boy shenanigans. But honestly, like, dating as a flight attendant, like I said, you really have to be picky and choosy with, you know, who you decide to even give an ounce of your time to, because the job does take a toll on you. It's a lot on you, and whoever you're bringing, you know, into your life, not even in a relationship, but if I'm just talking to you or dating to you, that's automatically me bringing you in little bit, you know, inch by inch, centimeter by centimeter. But still, you know, you just gotta make sure that person's gonna bring more good than bad, or like, you know, no stress, like, okay, they're there for the comfort. You gotta make sure people are talking to you with the right intentions. Let me tell you, everyone wants to travel these days. Everybody. So you gotta make sure they actually like you for you and not trying to use you for your connections. And red flag when all they talk about is traveling to you. And they go, so where are we going? Want to get the buddy pass? Yes, I've had it happen. And I'm just like, and I'll like play along in the messages, like, you know, when we're traveling to it, like, what, do I get your buddy pass when you letting me on your whatever? I'll play along, but no. And sometimes I don't play along. It really depends on my mood. Sometimes I'm just like unmatched, like, you know, it really just depends on my mood. And then you also have to just find someone that really understands how your job works. And it's really hard to explain how my job works to people. Like, my mom is still confused, and I've been doing the job for 4 months, and she's still confused with how my schedule is. And like I said, I would do a separate video talking to you guys about that because it is very, very confusing. And honestly, having to explain, every guy I meet, having to explain how my schedule works is such a hassle. Like, I just send an audio note because I can't even text at all. I just send an audio note. It usually comes out to be 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, explaining how everything works. And sometimes they get it and sometimes they're still confused, but what can you do? Like, it is what it is. You're gonna find someone though that understands that you might not be able to text them 24/7 because you're 30,000 feet in the sky, you know. Someone that understands you're not going to be in their space 24/7, especially if you're not based in where you live and you're dating in the state you live in instead of where you're based at, or vice versa. It really doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, if you're dating, like, let's say for me example, if I'm dating someone from Boston but I live in New York, on my off days I'm going to New York. You know what I mean? So there's still gonna be days I'm not in Boston. There's still gonna be days you're not gonna see me, and not for work reasons, but because I want to go home. So you have to find someone that can understand that, someone who can work with you. I'm not saying, you know, they're gonna like drop everything and make their schedule fit your schedule. There has to be some give and take, some compromise, but you obviously have to build up to that. Like, don't just go dropping and switching your days, this and that for men. I don't do that. I don't like move my days around just to like go on a date. That's absolutely absurd. I'm not. Come on. You can do it for me though if you want. I'm not doing it. No. My schedule's just way too complicated for me to start playing Tetris with it just for a day. Like, that's definitely not happening. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Get a little insight to what dating is like as a flight attendant. It's actually really funny, but it's also kind of annoying. Maybe give you guys another update like at the end of the summer. Let's see if maybe some progress has been made, because there is going to be a work change happening for me. Not that I'm changing careers, it's still gonna be a flight attendant, but there's a change happening, so stay tuned for that. There's gonna be a video on that as well. So after that change, things can probably, you know, shift a bit better. I think things will shift better after that change when it comes to dating, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any more questions about flight attendant life, and I mean anything, please feel free to ask them down below and I'll respond to you guys. I'll answer all your questions because one, I love my job, so I can talk about it all day long. But also, I really like talking to you guys, so any opportunity I get to chat with you guys, I'm gonna take it. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.